Green Tea, the Essence of Japan, in cooperation with the Tea Association of the USA and Specialty Tea Institute, and also thanks to Focus America Corporation. We are honored to have two great tea masters from Kyoto today. I'd like to introduce them briefly. Mr. Hayashiya, Mr. Kazuo Hayashiya. And Mr. Go Sugimoto. And for today's event, we're honored to have as a moderator, Mr. Peter Goji, the Executive Vice President of the Tea Association of the USA. Mr. Goji served as Executive Vice President after a 32-year career with Unilever. Mr. Goji was the first American-born tea taster in the history of Lipton, Unilever, and the President of Royal Estates Tea Corporation. He served 32 years with Unilever, directly associated with the Lipton tea business. May I introduce Mr. Goji?
Domo, as we say at home. It is our pleasure, on behalf of the Tea Association of the USA and Specialty Tea Institute, to welcome these two very prestigious gentlemen from Kyoto Prefecture. I'm very impressed with their resumes, and I wish I had done as much tasting when I was younger. Mr. Kazuo Hayashiya is a third degree master tea taster, and he continues to promote the growth of Uji tea internationally. He is a former manager of the Kyoto branch of the Japanese Tea Instructor Association, so he continues to train people and teach them about beautiful teas grown in Japan. He was also past president of the Kyo Hayashiya Company, which was founded in 1753. I don't think he was the original founder, but it was a very prestigious company in Uji, and continues in technological research and in teaching instructors of Japanese tea tasting. He will be assisted this evening by Tsuyoshi Sugimoto, who is also well-learned and spent many years in tea. He is a certified instructor and is president of Shohokyun. Sorry, my Japanese accent. He was former youth leader, and I asked this question. I said, what's the youth union? And apparently it is a group of young people in the tea industry who get together, and it's part of their training to learn and be mentored by senior members of the industry. So he was a former leader of that youth union, and that is how he got much of his experience in tea. So again, we are honored to have these two gentlemen to take us through the beautiful pathways of Japanese tea. So I will now turn it over to them. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to introduce Japanese green tea. And thank you very much to Japan Foundation and the Tea Association of the United States and Focus America Corporation. My name is Kazuo Hayashiya. I am a leader of Japanese green tea instructor. And I come from Uji, near Kyoto. And before my speech, I have a question for you, to you. this is how old am I? 40? 50? 60?
80.
70? 80? or more? Or more? Yeah.
80 going to 60.
Really, I am 71 years old. I was born 1941. I hope I look a little younger because I drink much green tea every day. And from now, my English is not so frequent, so I ask to help the beautiful interpreter. 日本のお茶は、大きく分けて、いくつも種類がありますが、大きく分けて2つに分かれます。
So there are actually many types of Japanese tea, but they're largely divided into two types.
一つは作り方、製造方法、栽培方法で、茶畑に、覆いをして作り方と、それから日光が十分に日光が十分に当たった茶畑から、伸びた茶の芽を摘んで製造するやり方、これを煎茶と言います。
So the major difference is in how the teas are grown. One way to grow the tea is to shade it, and the other way to grow the tea is not to shade it. Make sure it gets abundant sunshine, and then when you pick these tea buds and you process this tea, it becomes sencha.
こちらが、覆いをした、茶畑の写真です。黒いネット、あるいは、トラディショナルの方法では、よしずと藁で覆いをして日光を遮って作ります。
So this is a shaded tea garden. A lot of times now they use black net, but traditionally they covered it with a mesh made out of straw.
このように覆いをしますと日光が来ませんから、茶の木は生き延びるためにたくさん養分を吸い上げて、非常においしい茶の芽ができます。
So when the tea garden is shaded like this, the tea plants don't get much sun, and so they work very hard to pull the minerals up from the ground, and this creates a very delicious tea.
わずかな日の光を利用するために茶の芽は葉緑素をたくさんため、そして柔らかい茶の芽ができます。
The tea buds actually soak up a lot of minerals because they don't get much sunlight, and that produces a very soft tea leaf.
この茶の芽を摘んでできるのが抹茶と玉露です。
So when you take these tea buds and you create tea, you come up with matcha or gyokuro.
それからその他に今日は、玄米茶とほうじ茶も飲んでもらおうと思います。
And today I will also have you taste genmai-cha and hojicha.
ですから全部で5種類、抹茶、玉露、煎茶、玄米茶、ほうじ茶を飲んでいただきたいと思います。
So I'd like to ask you to try 5 teas today. Matcha, gyokuro, sencha, genmai-cha, and hojicha.
一番最初に抹茶を飲んでいただきますが、これは皆さんに実際体験していただこうと思っています。
So first I'm going to ask you to drink matcha, but I'd like all of you to experience making the matcha for yourself.
テーブルの上に抹茶碗がありまして、その中にも抹茶が入れてあります。
So on your tables, you all have tea bowls, and the matcha powder is already inside the bowl.
そ それからこれは茶筅と言います。
And this is called a tea whisk.
で最初に私がここで、抹茶のこう立て方を皆さんに、示しますので、それを最初はちょっと見ていてください。
Okay, so first I'm going to demonstrate how to whip the tea, how to froth it. So if you can just watch.
ここの部分はもうお茶が入っています。
So you don't have to do this part because the tea is already in your cup.
だいたいこういう茶杓で2杯。
It's about 2 scoops with this tea measure.
抹茶を入れるのは熱湯を使います。
We use hot water for matcha.
テーブルにこういうポットがあると思います。この中には熱湯が入っていますので、使うのに気をつけてください。
So there's pots placed on your tables already. Please be careful because the water is really hot.
こういう小さい、カップがありますが、この下の部分ぐらいまでお湯を入れます。最初ちょっと私が。
Okay, so if you can just watch for now, we actually fill this little white cup up to the bottom line.
これはお湯の量を測るためです。
This is to measure the amount of water.
もしお湯の量が